Hey there, welcome to our video. Have you ever wondered what if getting what you want was easier than you thought? Imagine a world where your dreams and desires flow to you effortlessly, without the constant struggle and effort. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick around, because we're about to explore a powerful approach to manifestation that might just change your life. Many of us have tried traditional manifestation techniques only to find ourselves frustrated and disappointed. We've been told to focus intensely on our goals, visualize them constantly, and maintain unwavering positivity. But let's be honest, that can be exhausting. It often feels like we're swimming against the current, pushing and striving with all our might, yet still not seeing the results we desire. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. But what if there was a different way? A method that feels more natural, more aligned with the flow of life. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to explore the concept of allowing instead of chasing. A subtle but powerful shift that can lead to amazing results in your life. Now you might be wondering, how can simply allowing things to come to me possibly work? It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? We've been conditioned to believe that success only comes through hard work and relentless pursuit. While effort certainly has its place, there's a deeper truth at play here. To understand this, let's take a quick dive into the fascinating world of quantum physics and energy fields. Don't worry, we'll keep it simple and practical. At its core, quantum physics tells us that everything in the universe is made up of energy. This energy is constantly in motion, vibrating at different frequencies. Here's the kicker. Our thoughts and feelings are also forms of energy, and they interact with the energy around us. When we're constantly striving, pushing, and stressing about what we want, we're actually creating an energy of lack and desperation. It's like we're telling the universe, I don't have this, and I'm worried I'll never get it. Ironically, this can push away the very things we're trying to attract. On the other hand, when we cultivate a state of allowing, we shift our energy to one of openness and receptivity. We're saying to the universe, I'm ready and open to receiving good things. This subtle shift can make a world of difference in what we attract into our lives. Now let's talk about the paradox of manifesting. It might seem strange, but sometimes the key to getting what we want is to loosen our grip on it. Think about it like this. Have you ever noticed how things often come to you when you're not desperately seeking them? Maybe you've had the experience of meeting someone special right after you decided to stop looking for a relationship. Or perhaps a great job opportunity came your way when you were feeling content with where you were. This isn't just coincidence. When we let go of our tight control and allow things to unfold naturally, we open ourselves up to possibilities we might not have even considered. We stop limiting ourselves to our own narrow vision of how things should be, and instead allow the universe to surprise us with even better outcomes. Of course, this doesn't mean we become completely passive or give up on our dreams. Instead, it's about finding a balance between setting intentions and being open to how they manifest. It's about trusting in the process and having faith that good things are coming our way. So how do we cultivate this receptive mindset? It starts with developing a sense of openness and trust. This might feel challenging at first, especially if you're used to trying to control every aspect of your life. But with practice, it becomes more natural. One way to start is by practicing gratitude. When we focus on appreciating what we already have, we naturally shift into a more positive and receptive state. Try starting each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee or a beautiful sunset. Another important aspect is recognizing and overcoming blocks to receiving. Often we have subconscious beliefs that prevent us from fully allowing good things into our lives. These might be thoughts like, "I don't deserve success," or "good things don't happen to people like me." Identifying these limiting beliefs is the first step to changing them. Once you've identified a limiting belief, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Where did I learn this? How would my life be different if I believed the opposite? By questioning these beliefs, we can start to loosen their hold on us and open up to new possibilities. Now, let's get into some practical techniques you can use to practice allowing in your daily life. One simple but powerful exercise is visualization with a twist. Instead of intensely focusing on what you want, try visualizing yourself in a state of joyful receiving. Imagine how it feels to be open and receptive to good things coming your way. Focus on the emotion of grateful anticipation rather than the specific outcome you're hoping for. Another technique is what we call the hands-off approach. Choose something you've been really wanting or worrying about. For the next week, commit to not thinking about it or trying to make it happen. Instead, whenever it comes to mind, simply say to yourself, "I'm allowing this to unfold in the best possible way." Then, redirect your attention to something else. This practice helps you develop trust and lets the universe work its magic without your interference. Incorporating moments of stillness into your day can also be incredibly powerful. In our busy lives, we're often so caught up in doing that we forget the importance of being. Try setting aside 5-10 minutes each day for quiet reflection. You don't need to meditate formally if that's not your thing. Just sit quietly, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to be present in the moment. This creates space for inspiration and allows you to tune into your intuition. Speaking of intuition, learning to trust your gut feelings is another key aspect of allowing. Often, we receive subtle nudges or ideas that we dismiss because they don't fit our logical plans. Practice paying attention to these intuitive hits. When you get a sudden urge to call an old friend or take a different route to work, follow it. You might be surprised at the opportunities that arise when you allow yourself to be guided in this way. Another daily habit that supports the allowing approach is setting an intention for openness each morning. As you start your day, take a moment to declare, "I am open to receiving all the good that life has to offer today." This simple statement sets the tone for your day and reminds you to stay in a receptive state. Now, you might be wondering, does this really work? While everyone's experience is unique, many people have found incredible success with this approach. People have reported attracting new career opportunities, improving their relationships, enhancing their health, and experiencing a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. One person shared how they had been struggling to find a new job for months. They were constantly checking job boards, sending out resumes, and stressing about their situation. After learning about the allowing approach, they decided to take a step back. They still did the necessary actions of applying for jobs, but they let go of the anxiety and desperation. Instead, they focused on appreciating their current situation and trusting that the right opportunity would come. Within weeks, they were offered a position that was even better than what they had originally been seeking. Another individual had been trying to manifest a romantic relationship for years. They had tried everything from online dating to speed dating events, always with a sense of urgency and frustration. When they shifted to an allowing mindset, they focused on cultivating self-love and enjoyment of their single life. They stopped desperately seeking a partner and instead opened themselves to the possibility of love in whatever form it might take. To their surprise, they soon found themselves developing a deep connection with a longtime friend, which blossomed into a beautiful relationship. These stories highlight how the allowing approach can work in various aspects of life. It's not limited to career or relationships. People have used this method to improve their health, increase their financial abundance, and enhance their overall well-being. Now, you might have some doubts or concerns about this approach. That's completely natural. One common misconception is that allowing means becoming completely passive or giving up on your goals. This couldn't be further from the truth. Allowing is not about inaction, it's about inspired action. When you're in a state of allowing, you're more tuned in to opportunities and ideas that can move you towards your goals. You might feel nudged to take certain actions, but these actions come from a place of inspiration rather than desperation. It's the difference between frantically running around trying to make things happen and flowing with the current of life, taking steps that feel right and aligned. Another concern people often have is, but what if I allow and nothing happens? This fear is understandable, but it often stems from our need for immediate results. The truth is, sometimes the things we're allowing take time to manifest. The universe might be aligning circumstances in ways we can't see yet. This is where trust comes in. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and trust in the benevolence of the universe. It's also important to remember that sometimes what we think we want isn't actually what's best for us. By allowing, we open ourselves up to possibilities that might be even better than what we initially envisioned. The key is to stay open and receptive, without attaching too strongly to a specific outcome. Now let's talk about the ripple effect of adopting this allowing approach. When you shift into this more relaxed and trusting state, it doesn't just affect the specific things you're trying to manifest. It can have a profound impact on your overall well-being and quality of life. Many people report feeling a greater sense of peace and contentment when they practice allowing. There's a relief that comes from releasing the need to control everything. You might find yourself experiencing less stress and anxiety as you learn to trust in the flow of life. This shift in energy often improves relationships as well. When you're not coming from a place of lack or desperation, you show up differently in your interactions with others. You might find that you're more present, more authentic, and more able to genuinely connect with people. This can lead to deeper, more fulfilling relationships in all areas of your life. Professionally, the allowing approach can lead to increased creativity and productivity. When you're not stressed about forcing outcomes, you create space for new ideas and inspirations to flow. Many people find that they actually accomplish more when they stop trying so hard and allow things to unfold naturally. On a personal growth level, practicing allowing can help you develop greater self-awareness and self-acceptance. As you learn to trust the process of life, you also learn to trust yourself more. You become more attuned to your inner wisdom and more confident in your ability to navigate life's challenges. So, are you ready to give this approach a try? here's a challenge for you. For the next week, commit to practicing the allowing approach. Start each day by setting an intention to be open and receptive to good things coming your way. Throughout the day, when you notice yourself stressing or trying to force outcomes, take a deep breath and remind yourself to allow. Pay attention to the subtle changes you notice. Maybe you feel a bit more relaxed, or you start noticing more opportunities around you. Perhaps you have a spontaneous idea or a chance encounter that leads to something positive. Keep a journal to track your experiences and observations. Remember, this is a practice, and like any new skill, it takes time to develop. Be patient with yourself and approach it with a sense of curiosity and openness. You might be surprised at what unfolds when you allow life to flow to you instead of constantly chasing after it. As we wrap up, I want to remind you of the incredible power you have to shape your reality. You are not a passive observer in your life. You are a co-creator with the universe. By shifting into a state of allowing, you're not giving up your power. Instead, you're aligning yourself with the natural flow of life and opening yourself up to possibilities beyond your imagination. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and most importantly, trust that good things are coming your way. The universe is abundant, and there is more than enough for everyone. As you practice allowing, you'll likely find that life becomes more of an exciting adventure than a constant struggle. So, are you ready to let go of the struggle and allow more good into your life? Remember, it starts with a simple shift in perspective. Open your heart, open your mind, and see what wonderful things flow your way. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the power of allowing. I hope you found it inspiring and that you're excited to put these ideas into practice. Remember, you have nothing to lose and potentially everything to gain. So why not give it a try? Allow the magic of life to unfold and watch as amazing things come your way.